Hey Centennial, I'm Vianne Borg, your host for Season 5, Episode 21 of The Loft. We have a great episode planned for you guys this week, so keep on watching.
Yeah, no, I'm not watching The Loft.
Hey Centennial, I'm Vianne Borg, your host for Season 5, Episode 21 of The Loft. We have a great episode planned for you guys this week, so keep on watching.
Your color of the week is maroon red.
Wait, are you kidding me? No, it should be navy blue.
Navy blue? Maroon
Yeah,
red is
dude,
so much better. What do
no,
you mean?
Are you kidding me? Navy blue
What?
is the best. Come
no,
on.
No. Maroon
Okay,
red
do you
is
not
so.
see this?
Boys.
What?
It's gold.
Gold? Well, why
Get out
would
of
you
here
do
with that.
gold?
Are you
Get
kidding
out of
me?
here.
Gold is stupid. It's not
Gold
even a
is
color.
stupid. Why
Okay,
would you
all
do
right.
that?
God.
Oh my
Whatever.
God, bro. No.
Some
no,
people.
No.
It's navy blue.
I heard you might want some food for thought. Well, you're in the right spot. Just a month ago, we was bumping sicko mode. Out the bows, chilling with the bros. At the eye, watching Game of Thrones. In our comfort zone, bottle flips being thrown. Landing 4 in a row. Might get up and go for an ice cream cone. But I'm staring out the window. Quarantined at home, missing all my bros. My colleague Culkin, I'm home alone. But I get up and go and bottle flip, 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 bottle flip. In a cinematic zone, gonna fly home like Sylvester Stallone. Into the drop zone, I'm expendable, incredible, professional at flipping the bottle. Big boy Hagrid told me that I'm better than Potter. Guess I got the magic with that purified water. Landing the flips, I'm on fire. Flick of the wrist, I'm never tired. I'm the new friendly neighborhood spider. So say goodbye to Tobey Maguire. No need for Peter Parker. I'm the new professor. Flipping bottles into next semester. Making threes like I'm Terry Porter. And I say, hey, what a wonderful day. Walking down the street like Arthur Reed. Lost in Radiator Springs. Having fun in the Red Sea 1. Watch out for my lightning ka-ching. Like I'm a queen. I feel like Annie Dufresne up in this quarantine. Cause of COVID-19. Sliding through the AC. Got y'all waiting for a deity to press Command Z. But I be flawless flipping in bottles with the bottle flip, 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 bottle flip.
Wait, that's not what we're talking about. On March 25th, 1911, in downtown Manhattan, the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory caught on fire. The factory was a 10-story building and only had one working elevator. It also had 2 sets of stairs, however, one was locked from the outside and the other one opened inward only. The fire was put out in less than 30 minutes, but not before over 140 innocent people died. The owners of the factory were put on trial for manslaughter. They managed to get off scot-free. Still, the massacre for which they were responsible did finally compel the city to enact reform and pass the Sullivan-Howe Fire Prevention Law, which required that sprinkler systems be installed in all New York City factories. All in all, attempts at improvement were made in factories to prevent something like the Triangle Shirtwaist Fire from occurring again.
Alright, thank y'all for coming. I'm gonna play a song. This song goes out to all the people that are suffering from self-quarantine, so Cheers to them. All right, let's do this. Oh, by the way, your number of the week is 39. Cheers.
Have you guys been staying fit and healthy during this extra week off? I know I haven't, but let's check out the fitness challenge.
Word of the week. Somber. Meaning. Dull.
What's up, Centennial? I'm a new student here at Centennial. I'm kind of new to this Loft game, but it's nice to meet you all. My name is Jackson Courtney. I know. Calm down. It's okay. Whoa. I know. It's surprising. I'm actually Jackson Courtney. I'm sure the glasses tricked you. But do you know where you can learn more information, like the fact that I'm actually Jackson Courtney wearing glasses? The Accolade, of course. Just like The Loft, The Accolade is pumping out many great stories, including movie reviews and how to stay sane while we're in quarantine. Just visit accolade.com to see.
What's up? This week on Music Review, Hobo Johnson. Hobo Johnson's real name is Frank Lopez Jr. He is of Mexican and Portuguese American descent and grew up in California. He was kicked out of his house at 19 by his father and was living in his car. This is where he came up with his stage name, Homeless Johnson, that was later changed to Hobo Johnson. In 2016, his album, The Rise of Hobo Johnson, was released and he won 4 Sacramento Area Music Awards that included Best New Artist, Best Hip Hop Rap, Best MC, and Best New Artist. He is known for his unique spoken word style rap and the fact that many of his stories and his songs are real parts of his life and connect together. That and the fact that he seems to rap whatever random and humorous thoughts come up in his head. Hobo Johnson and the Lovemakers were featured on NPR's Tiny Desk Music with his song Peach Scone, and the video received millions of views in just 1 week. However, my favorite songs are Mover Awayer and Subaru Crosstrek.
I wish that I was in the league. I'm a #1 pick with 2 bad knees. I just bought a Subaru Crosstrek. I just bought a Subaru Crosstrek. We're both pretty reliable. Gotten a couple accidents. I just bought a Subaru Crosstrek. I would've bought a Lambo, but I'm not quite there yet. I just bought a Subaru Crosstrek. I would've bought a Bentley, but I'm not quite there yet.
Hi, welcome to Weekly Update. I'm Cody Gage Cole. Our first news is that school is out until April 24th. This is pretty big news because we've already been out a few weeks, and this is an added 3 or 4 weeks. So I hope everyone's doing well, and I hope everyone gets through this well. I don't really know what to talk about because I'm trying to avoid the topic of the coronavirus, which is obviously rampant right now, and there's really nothing else to talk about. All the news on the main news sources are coronavirus, so pretty much this has been your weekly update, and I'm going to go enjoy my Corona break. Thank you guys.
I have Magnus books and I play piano. I like playing songs and playing on different keys. I am a good dancer because music makes me dance. The coolest instrument I want to play is a guitar because they use it in lots of rock songs. I like music because it's kind of catchy. I like rock music. It's really catchy. And because it sounds cool. My favorite composers are Beethoven and Mozart because they have really funny hairdos. I never written a song before, but I'd like to try someday. I'm Agnes Brooks, and you're watching The Loft.
Your bird of the week is the American geese.
Are you bored during the coronavirus outbreak? Need something to keep you busy? Well, I got the perfect game. Minecraft is the most sold video game ever. It is an amazing adventure game where you can do whatever you want. Punch a tree, mine some coal, make some tools, or even dig a big hole. You can survive and gather resources, play fun mini games, or even build whatever you want. Fight monsters, plant some crops. With no rules, you can play Minecraft however you want. You can even do all these things with your friends, or with over 112 million different players. You can even customize your character however you want. But take your mind off the coronavirus and into Minecraft. It's full of fun things to do for only $27.
Skateboarding is an action sport which involves riding and performing tricks using a skateboard, as well as a recreational activity, an art form, and a method of transportation.
Whoa, wait, what'd you say? I got my AirPods in.
So I wanted to go check this out for myself and try to understand why skating is so popular. So I found myself a local skater, and he took me to Shred.
Oh yeah, no, I've been skating here for about a couple of years now. It's my favorite spot, right in my hometown, Roswell. But yeah, me and all my boys kick it here. We've been kicking it here for a while now. Yeah, I dig it here. Hit pop shovets daily, backside 780s, 360 700s. I can hit all that stuff.
I've learned more on Skate 3 than I have at an actual skate park.
Don't say that. No,
Blind is about men and women speed dating in pods where they can talk to each other, however they cannot see each other. So it's a mix of The Bachelor and The Circle. They can propose to each other and then they can finally meet face to face for the first time. Once this happens, everything seems to go downhill from there. They meet their partners' families, get into fights, cry, and other great things that make reality TV. Then the wedding day comes around, and they need to make their final decision at the altar about whether to split up or get married, answering the question, is love blind? Just watch it because you have nothing better to do at home.
Are you a mess in the kitchen?
That's not nice, man.
Personally, I am, but Molly isn't. Let's see what she's baking up this week.
Hello and welcome to Life in Quarantine Costco Edition, featuring my beautiful mother. As you can see, Costco's pretty empty because everyone's scared. Stores are putting social distancing signs up everywhere. And I mean everywhere. But that didn't stop my mother from getting my brother his favorite chicken nuggets. And herself a little something too. Back to the point. Stores are putting limits on food now, and you constantly see people cleaning everything to the max. Anyway, this is Life in Quarantine, Costco edition.
Oh hey, how you doing? I'm just catching up on some reading because the park is closed. By the way, your book of the week is The Looking Glass Wars by Frank Biddor. This takes a new look at Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland, written from the perspective of a young Alice Hart. She is the daughter of Queen Genevieve, who is killed by her sister Red, and she is forced to flee her world into a new world where imagination is just something a child has. And in this world, Lewis Carroll takes those so-called childhood delusions and writes a story based off what Alice has actually experienced. This story follows Alice against the forces of evil in a landscape that many original fans recognize. This book also has 3 books in the series. If you don't have anything to do, go check it out. See you later.
Your word of the day is abbreviation, which is a shortened form of a word or phrase.
Hey, what's the abbreviation for senora?
I think it's SRA.
SRA. Okay, cool, thanks.
Hello and welcome to my kitchen. Today we will be making homemade pasta. You will need flour, salt, eggs, and olive oil. First, start off with your flour. For every 3 eggs, you will need 2 cups of flour. You want to make sure your counters are nice and clean for this because we will be putting it directly onto the counter. So next you take your eggs in a bowl. Then you're going to take a fork and you're going to mix them together. You can also use a whisk. Now we're going to take our flour and form it into a nice mound like so, and make a hole in the center. We need a tablespoon of olive oil, a teaspoon of salt, and we can start to bring the center of it together before we pour in some of our egg. It's a bit messy though, so be careful. Every time you want to add more egg, just make the little volcano shape again and pour some more in. So then you want to wrap your dough in plastic wrap and let it rest for 30 minutes. Now that your dough has been nice and rested, you're going to take some flour and put it over this nice cutting board that I got out here. Get a rolling pin out, remove your dough from the plastic wrap, put some flour on each side, and roll. Next, you want to cut your noodles into whatever shape you would like. Once it's rolled out to less than ½ centimeter, so then you just want to take your pizza cutter and roll it down. There you have it, a noodle. You can cook these in the same way that you'd boil normal boxed noodles, but they'll probably take less time to cook because they're not dried.
Stay hydrated.
Welcome to Music Review. This week, The Aces. The Aces are an all-girl American alternative pop band from Provo, Utah. The group includes Crystal Ramirez, lead vocalist, Katie Henderson, lead guitarist, McKenna Petty, bassist, and Alyssa Ramirez, drummer. Their first single, Stuck, was released in 2016 and reached number 38 on the Billboard Alternative charts in 2017. It currently has over 12 million streams on Spotify.
I'm stuck, babe, stuck with nowhere to go. Because, babe, 'cause we're just taking it slow.
Their debut EP, I Don't Like Being Honest, was released on June 23, 2017, and their debut album, When My Heart Felt Volcanic, was released on April 6, 2018. Their most recent single, Daydream, came out on March 4, 2020.
Daydream about me, and I know that you hate the nights without me. Baby, I hate them so. But you know, I'm coming back to you. Daydream about me, and I know that you hate the nights without me. Baby, I hate them so.
That's all for today, Centennial. Tune in next week.
COVID-19, is that you?
Yeah, that's me. But I prefer the name Corona.
Hey, hun! Coronavirus cases have gone up 30,000. Ain't that swell? Hey, bud! How's your day going?
It's Corona time.
I didn't want to do this. She left me no choice. Time to wipe.
What do you think you're doing with that?
Doing what I should have done a long time ago.
Nineteen, no.
20. You have to do this without me.
But I don't want to do it without you.
Well, that's all we have for you today, Centennial. Jackson, it's your line. Don't ruin this for me. We'll see you next week, Centennial. We say it like 20 times per season.
See you next week, Centennial.